Yeah. Well, hello everyone. This is day one of our or first video of our Central Asian success, where we talk about Uzbek businesses, where we talk about Uzbek success, where we talk about Central Asian success, where we talk about Central Asian businesses and how they're thriving or how they're falling down, and we expand on like Uzbek businesses and how they could be better in the future or anything else you guys want to add. My name is Muin, and this is
Sardor.
And I'm Shak. Welcome.
welcome. All right. So, what Uzbek businesses you guys know?
So you want to start talking about the Uzbek businesses, hey? Well, there's a lot of them. So we are in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're in Brooklyn.
So let's talk through the Brooklyn.
Let's talk to Brooklyn.
What do we know?
What was the guy's name? Here. What was the guy's name who is a blogger who lives in Brooklyn?
Which one?
There's a who has been
I think his name is Moin.
Otabey. Oh, Otabey TV channel. Oh yeah, that's another business right there.
What, how big is a business?
I mean, technically,
He's a blogger. Yeah.
Insert-
So that's another field, a niche.
Entrepreneur vibes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you familiar with him?
No.
You haven't seen him?
Am I falling behind?
Yes, most likely.
you don't know Uzbek TV?
No. Is he actually here? In Brooklyn?
You know who's Otabey?
No, maybe if you show the picture I could, but...
He's
I'll
always,
show it right now.
He's always in like the what do you call it, Uzbek events and stuff. He's always with
Is he the tall guy?
Yeah, he is
The
tall.
one that...
the one the
with
one-
glasses?
Yeah.
Okay, then I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, he's always in the events and non-profits.
Yeah, this guy,
yes.
the actor.
Yeah, right. He lives here, right?
Yeah, he lives in like the Coney Island Avenue, right? I think there's a big picture of him on the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would say, "I live here."
I don't know, man. Maybe it's maybe it's his house, bro. Who knows?
Pretty cool. I mean, does he have any businesses?
No, his business is promoting other businesses.
Yeah, he's
So that's-
basically
he is the business for himself.
Yes, he is the brand himself. Yeah.
he's the salesman, you could say.
Okay.
Besides that, what else do we have in Brooklyn or New York City?
Let's start with like what every Uzbek people like: food, restaurants. Uzbek people have restaurants, brothers. Let's start with one of my favorite shashlik house. I think they have the best shashlik in the whole New York City.
You see?
All New York City?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. There is 3 or 2 locations that I know of. One at Avenue P and Coney Island. No, Avenue P and McDonald. 2 is at Avenue U and East 13. I'm not sure if you know any locations around here.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's a
Are
good-
they actually owned by guys from Uzbekistan or Central Asia?
Well, a lot of Uzbek people go. That's one. Besides that,
There's a couple locations for a shashlik house.
But-
they are good. They're really good. Are you talking about the Urgut Tandir?
no. Right there, Shashlik House.
Yeah.
Right above that.
No.
No, right above that.
I know. This one?
No, right.
Let
right
it
there.
be. It's a podcast. Why are you guys worried about the location?
It's still a shashlik house, bro.
Oh, Shashlik House. But nonetheless, 2 locations that I know of.
Moin, you look really nice. You're well dressed.
Thank you.
Dressed. I should have dressed a little bit more. Put some jacket on. Hey, put a tie on.
But I text you guys to dress professionally.
I don't know. Okay, next time we'll know.
Next time we gotta look professional.
He's working from home, that's why.
To a degree. It's always the grab the top, the bottom we do not care.
Yes.
Another amazing thing we have is, which is kind of famous, I would say Toshkent Market. Because a lot of people know Toshkent Market, surprisingly, like even Americans.
They promote it too, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised, like, a lot of my friends are like, oh, Toshkent Market. I'm like, bro, how you know that place? They're like, oh, it's like one of the biggest supermarkets in, like, in New York City, basically. It's one of the biggest, in Brooklyn, you could say. Because they have a couple locations that are opening. In Manhattan, I think one, and in Brooklyn, one.
King's Highway has one, right? It's about to open.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
They bought the place.
This is a rumor. So I heard they bought the Santander Bank for $20 million. That location, they bought it for $20 million.
Successful Uzbeks. Successful Uzbeks.
20 million. So if the owner is watching, yeah, oh, you can invest in us.
Hopefully.
Uplift the community.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really get involved in like the specific Uzbek businesses around. I know there's restaurants. So the common ones I've known are the restaurants, supermarkets, and just like small delis that are opening up.
Yeah, and
Delis?
Yeah.
delis.
There was one in Ocean Avenue that opened up recently. I think it was between T and U. And then there was a recent one that opened up in King's Highway. Right next to Tashkent, you know? East, it must be right by your home, Sardor. Oka, supermarket.
Oh, is that Uzbek?
Actually, I don't know.
It's a mixture of Uzbek and Turkish. That's what I know.
Right, we're targeting Uzbeks only, right?
Central Asian.
Central Asians.
Central Asian.
You-
Are Turks Central Asians? No. They're like. Would you count? They're European. They are.
I get home food vibes. I get the good stuff there.
Oh man, let's not start this debate. Let's not start this debate. What do you call them? You guys know the Baku restaurant?
Baku restaurant?
Yeah, it's actually I think Uzbek.
That's not Uzbek. That's.
Are you sure it's not?
It's not Uzbek.
I thought it was Uzbek because like a lot of Uzbek people work there.
A lot of Uzbek people work in Uber. It's not an Uber is not Uzbek company.
But it's a popular place to do
Yeah, it's a
marriages,
popular
right?
place.
What?
It's a popular place for the marriages, especially for Uzbeks. They
Yeah.
be doing a lot of
Oh,
marriages there.
Emir Palace.
Emir Palace. Yes.
It's a big restaurant. It's like a lot of weddings happen, a lot of things. And what other restaurants do like weddings happen?
Is there a goal while we're listening these up?
What's up?
Is there a goal while we're listing these up?
Essentially, goal just to broaden everyone's perspective of what's out here in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
This is for only specifically Uzbek people. We don't know any other nations who might have opened something else.
Because we have to probably invite a Kyrgyz guy, Kazakh guy. Because let's be honest, we're like,
Central Asian, yeah, we're not far off from each other.
We're not
Most
far
likely, They have restaurants, they have
but like,
businesses.
I never been to a Kyrgyz or Kazakh restaurant. I've been to,
Uzbek restaurant.
yeah, I guess.
Or like that's what we call Uzbek.
Yeah. I guess they didn't really migrate here like us. Because that's the thing.
Well, please, let's not go for a history.
Let me just go for history. Because every year there's like about 20,000 applications for green card, right? So out of 20,000, about 100,000 are accepted. Out of the 100,000, 5,000 are reserved for Uzbekistan. So every year we get 5,000 more, 5,000 more, 5,000 more. And think, that's just only one person winning in the family. Think about it now.
Oh yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
One person wins and the whole family actually comes.
Yeah. That's how my dad came. That's how we.
It depends on the age range, right? If you have youngies, then they can come in with you. If you have a wife, they can come with you.
Yeah, if you have kids, they come with you.
Wow, so yeah, it's
Yes,
not just...
whole Uzbekistan is
Yeah, the
not
whole
probably-
Uzbekistan, and then you win a green card, you're all of a sudden want multiple kids at this point, right? It's like, wifey,
What?
come here. Let's have some fun.
No, you can't have fun there in New York City. You can't have fun. The living expenses are too expensive.
All right.
So yeah, what else? What kind of other businesses you guys know?
I believe recently they have been opening up, was a computer cafe. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
Computer graphing?
Computer cafe.
Computer
Or
cafe. Oh,
Like
in
Skybox.
Britain.
Like Sky Lounge, right?
like Sky Lounge. I don't know their names, but yes, one that's open at Brighton Beach. Yeah, Brighton Beach. Brighton 1. There's another one that's open at Coney Island between Kings Highway and R. That's a new one. There's another one that's open at near Avenue T and Coney Island.
Wow.
A lot. Yeah.
Sardor, you know a lot of them. Have you been to some?
Yeah, if you keep making these, you're gonna find out even more. You know that, right?
But that's...
Yes.
See, when I first came here, I thought nobody would do this idea because I thought everybody has their own computers and their PS5s at home. Why would anyone want to
You'll be
go out
surprised.
and then now people are coming? It's actually popular.
Yes,
Absolutely
yes.
insane.
Because you'll be surprised, like,
There's a demand.
there's a demand because most of Uzbek people don't buy like actual gaming computers.
No.
Like like
I don't know about you, but
my friends
Do
don't
you
buy
have
it.
Well, I have a computer.
yeah.
Is it a gaming computer?
Well, it's yeah.
I,
Well, it was created for work. So whenever my parents asked for any quantities while you're
Yeah.
building, I was like, for work, but for funsies as well. Why not?
Yeah, but like some people still have the idea of like computers are like super expensive and stuff like that. So they rather not spend like $1,000, just spend 20, 20, 20.
I disagree with this. You buy it once, it lasts you more than a decade.
No, I completely agree with that statement. It's just not like I have a gaming computer. It's just some people are not into it like computer because they don't play every day. They play like once a week with their friends. Like it's not the game itself, but it's rather the experience with the friends. Because you could have it online, but it's better to have it in person. Because you, like the most Uzbek, they don't play CS:GO. They play the 1.6, the old version.
True, but the computer is not only made for gaming. It's general.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Whenever they want to play, they play. Whenever they don't, they use it for something else.
So if you have Uber and if you work at Uber, you don't want to buy a computer, right? You don't
Yeah,
want to just
they don't want to.
go out on the weekend with the friends. And I'm assuming a lot of the people who go to those computer clubs are not the young generation.
No, I disagree. It's
do
my
not?
age. I don't know about you guys, but my age people.
Are we
they
still
go a lot.
considered young generation?
We're Gen Z,
Yes,
I'm Gen
yes.
Z.
We're still young. We're still young.
I don't know about you, man. You're 28.
We're still young. I believe once you're like 35 and above, you get
Middle age.
not middle age. I would say middle age is
Oh, damn.
40, 45.
He's stretching the numbers. You see that? He's stretching the numbers.
No, if you look at it, it's actually true. This is
Yo, the new 20 is the new 30, bro.
which one is?
The 30 is the new 20, bro. It's like,
Coming back to the point with the network cafe, great idea, great plans. There's a demand. Why? There was, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, in King's Highway, there was a computer center before a lot of Uzbek people started opening up. It was called King's Games. A lot of people were there. They had a bunch of computers and they had multiple PlayStations. And there was always someone in it. At the full house, first floor, the computer, the second floor, they had card games. The card games, by that I mean Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Pokemon, and other stuff. A lot. They used to make more money with trading cards or selling cards than with all the computers. But that closed after COVID, and Uzbek people and other Central Asian people started opening up all the cafes, network cafes.
Damn. Okay.
then I assume it's the people who have like, they don't usually sit around one place because they usually go around or, because I know most of my friends don't really have gaming computers. Like they don't they might have PlayStation, but they don't really have gaming computers.
I don't think you have the right friends then.
No, because they work a lot, so they don't even have time to play games.
Well, I guess it depends on the job.
Yeah, because Uber drivers, they don't have time to sit
How would
down.
they get a computer? Why would you need an Uber? If you're doing Uber, what you want? If you got kids and stuff, maybe they would want
Yeah,
it. But
a lot of them they get married when they're 20, no time for why would you play with the computer when you can play with your wife?
Nice.
For real though. All right, let's talk about another business we could thrive is construction.
Uzbek people. Yeah, Uzbek people have opened up construction businesses as well. Any Uzbek people that you know that has opened up construction business?
no, I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, when my uncle came to America, he worked in the construction. It was ran by Uzbeks. I think I don't think they had an official company. I don't think they even registered, but they had a crew of people Uzbek and other Central Asian countries, they used to like, get fine jobs and they used to just work. Because most of them in Uzbekistan, they used to do that and they just came here, hopped the boat or
Swim across the ocean, yeah. But I'm familiar with two that I recall. One, they do cabinets a lot. They do a lot of renovations. And another guy, close friends, both of them, I know him. And the second one, I have no clue. His father does it. This guy works in a different field, trucking business. We could get to that as well. But overall, yeah, I just don't know their name. It's not that they would say Uzbek construction business. Maybe you could write that. If there is, we could just state what it is. Now in Google Maps.
Okay. You guys talk, I'll find out.
Can we take a pause? Let's make sure it's recording, and let me throw my garbage out, and let's make sure we know what we're going to talk about next. Piece of shame!
That was just initially, I think.
Initially, let me throw a suggestion. Initially, we record, we don't even need to post this. What we can do is we can actually create a, who knows, I don't know, Instagram or YouTube, and then just post shorts of the funny times, or like entertainment part, or like the educational aspect. YouTube is not academic.
I mean, it could
It
be.
is, it is,
It's
it is.
everything. It's video.
When
It's
an
long.
Uzbek guy pulls up and searches Uzbek opportunities or Uzbek this and that on YouTube.
You don't initially, but you're not familiar with
I think that it's better.
Nemagal. Are you familiar with Nemagal? They have a great name.
It's going? Is it rolling?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Oh, this one.
And my gap, I think I heard that from last time, no?
Yeah.
Nemagal is another podcasting channel.
So do they just talk?
Yeah, they just talk.
So
A
let's just
great name.
talk. I think it's so.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're talking about the Uzbek businesses
Oh, then they have.
in New York City.
Wow, they have good reviews. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they started getting more reviews
Wow.
because of the Otabe right there. You see the most views, 1.7 already. The second one, I believe, they have 1.3.
So what is it like about? Do they introduce somebody and then they talk about their experiences, like their
Yeah,
past and stuff?
exactly the same
These
thing
are
what we're planning to
rappers
do.
and stuff.
They come in, they talk about their experience, how they have evolved into who they are. And then they break it up into shorts and other things.
Interesting. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I just thought we
Uzbekistan.
could talk about us at first, no?
Sure, yeah.
I
What
think
do
that's
you do, Shah?
nice.
What do you do?
Let's start. We're running?
Yeah.
What I do? I'm a computer information systems. Nah, bro, let me not start with that. Let's make it easier,
So you're
more
in
entertaining.
cybersecurity?
No, I'm not in cybersecurity. I'm in DevOps.
DevOps. Ah.
So what is DevOps?
To make it short, it is developers and operations combined together. So they both work in the same team rather than developers building something and then coming into the operations and operations saying something back and forth. Rather than having two different teams, you have a one combined team with people from operations and people from development.
All right. Can you give me like an example of like what operations do and what like developers do and how they combine to form like DevOps to like make the process easier?
Let's see.
DevOps is CI/CD process.
Go ahead.
CI/CD is actually at DevOps. Is that true?
I have no idea.
What is CI/CD?
Yeah,
I
I have
don't
no
know.
idea also.
Educate us.
What the hell? You're a DevOps person. That's actually your job. It's like, oh, develop something, and the person who you ask to develop is a coder, programmer, and a person who you tell, okay, you're familiar with CI/CD, who does the CI/CD, he is DevOps.
So
a
who
CI/CD
is-
is a continuous integration, continuous development, or continuous deployment, whichever way.
Say it slower so we can put the captions in.
He's
Continuous integration, continuous deployment, or continuous development.
So why is it useful?
How is it useful? Essentially, as you're saying, developers, they code, and from coding all the way to deployment to each stages, this is what DevOps people come in, they automate the process of getting approvals, all the stages, and deploying or making their project live. True?
Yeah. Now,
We could Google it as well.
Is it gonna
like,
be-
is it like agile? Is it like agile work frame?
Yes, you could use agile in it, but you wouldn't go for waterfall.
You guys go for
No,
waterfall.
you wouldn't go for waterfall.
You wouldn't-
Yeah, you'd use agile
Yeah.
method. Yeah.
So DevOps is basically agile. I'm confused, brother.
I don't know.
Agile is a methodology.
Yeah, methodologically.
Yes, DevOps is a role within IT field. So, aren't you a DevOps?
Yeah, my
How
title is
long have you
DevOps
been?
team, and I swapped to DevOps like almost 3 months now. So I was a developer, now I moved on to DevOps. So we're trying to implement DevOps within our team.
How would you do that?
You would bring people from operations team to be involved within the whole process.
From operations, like what the operations do?
Well, it depends on the product you're developing in the first place, right? You might want to bring somebody who actually does work directly with your product. So instead of having only developers who do the development work, you might want to bring somebody who is responsible for the whole business of the product.
Okay. Hypothetically, this is like, let's say you are developing a software that handles shipping.
Yeah.
Shipping. How would you use the DevOps for that?
So we have a software that does shipping.
Yeah, like it handles shipping. Like for example, it prints labels. It like gives coordinates. It, like basically does all of the main thing. Like operations are like the people who print it, put this to.
Yeah, so if you have a team that develops the whole software, within that software you would want to plug in somebody who's also does work within the software itself.
Also, DevOps is more like developers, and the clients, the supposed clients, are the operators basically.
If you have the clients that use the software, you could want to implement them within the team, so they also have that view. So it's mainly focused on combining multiple perspectives into one team, so that you have all points of view placed in a team, and it's not one-sided.
Okay. So the DevOps, the title is DevOps, right?
Yeah.
So, but you still deliver, but you don't do anything operational?
Well, ours is a little bit different.
Okay.
Ours is a little bit different. Previous.
So you just bring people from operations to tell you like what you're doing wrong or what they want to see you, and like what else? Oh.
So,
Is this going to be interesting to listen to?
I guess who people who like IT. A lot of people are like Uzbek people are into IT. Like that's the money.
If the people are into IT, you don't want to tell them about these specifics, right? You don't want to just talk about IT in general.
Why not?
How to get into IT?
well, we could switch over
We could do
with a flow.
Yeah.
We could do anything.
The main thing was we started, okay, what do you do? Like, I am a DevOps.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I
Let's
asked a
go
question, I
ahead.
asked a question, but you didn't.
This
you
is
didn't
interesting, but
respond.
I'm not gonna lie. This is way more interesting to me than like, oh, let's talk about the businesses.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is because it's more related to us, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
More related to this guy. No, what's up, John November?
I mean, bro, a lot of the people they need jobs.
Why no job November? Why not? I land
Job-
the job November.
What?
I land the job in November.
I don't know, bro, because you know.
Come on now. I think we all know where
We
the
all
whole name
know.
came from.
We all know it could have been jobless January, but like no jobs in November. Come on, man.
That's a pretty nice name, though. And I would say, actually,
That's
enjoy
unique.
watching it.
Yeah, jobless January. No. Let's.
So, wait, did you want to do stuff with computer information system, computer science, IT?
I just want to, because I just want to build stuff and deploy stuff, make stuff, deploy stuff. That's it, bro. I just want to build stuff. That's it.
No way you would want that to be your life.
Why
Just
not?
building and deploying things.
Building it and making stuff, things. I like it, bro. Like making new things is interesting for me.
Okay.
Like I like to go into details, see what's the problem and solve. Like if I was a better programmer, I would probably release more stuff. But I'm still relatively new, so I don't deploy a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of like math involved in programming. And I didn't do CS. I didn't do computer science. I did business. So
There's not much math involved in programming. You agree? The only field that where math is involved is statistics, or well, not statistics. I mean, data analytics,
yeah.
or specifically into what was it, machine learning. But that is what I know.
Yeah.
You guys think so?
Yeah, 100%. I believe you would be good in, if you practice coding, you'd be good as a programmer, or based on your skill set right now. I believe if you get a couple certification within cybersecurity, you should be good.
Nah, I just use
I'm telling
GPT,
you.
man. I just use GPT.
Forget about everything what you have been doing. Focus on cybersecurity.
I'd rather do product management. I think that's where I will thrive. Because
You
I
need
know
experience in order to
Yeah.
get into product manager.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, Moin, you'd go with people, right?
Yeah.
So that could be a big part. Sardor, would you say you need that kind of knowledge? Not knowledge, should say skill set to be good with people in cybersecurity?
I believe any job, as long as you're good with people, you'll get along.
Yeah.
In general, that works that way, yeah. But what do you see in Moin that goes well with cybersecurity?
Like as
His posture, look at it. He's fully prepared. He made the papers ready. I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but Central Asian success
I
documented.
don't understand the question. What do you mean? Like,
No, I'm asking Sardar. I'm like, okay, so, well then, that question was answered. I think we're fine to go along.
But yeah, overall, I do recommend cybersecurity. That's a good field for you, and it's a bit easier because you could get certifications, and with that certifications, you already have skill set. But with development, you actually need hands-on development experience. You cannot just fake that. You could have someone thrown into development and then be like, develop it. You could have chat GPTs, all the AI that you need. But in order to put those things together, you need some experience.
I agree.
Nice.
Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why would you think cybersecurity is good? Why would you think cybersecurity is good for me?
I'm not sure if you've seen a lot of videos that's been flowing around.
On the internet, it says, it's not even says, you could see it. Go to LinkedIn, write full stack software engineer. Within an hour, you'll have more than 100 people applied to that job. Not only that, you could see career fairs. A lot of people are majoring in computer science. They can't find a job. That's why they're merging out. That's why there's different fields as well, such as DevOps, such as cybersecurity, such as data analysts, such as tech support, you name it. There's so many fields. Linux engineering, CRM, that's a field, but CRM developer, Salesforce developer. But in this case, cybersecurity, less competition and much more easier to get in. You won't need a lot of experience. It's not like a technical. You could get jobs which would just require you to look into logs of all the events and see any red flags that pop up, and then there must be some process of implementing or preventing those red flag events.
Don't you think that like AI could replace that?
Cybersecurity?
Yeah, don't you think AI could replace that? Because at the end of the day, you're saying you look at logs. Don't you think AI could spot that red flags too if you train it?
For sure. That's the basic part of it. That's what I'm saying. Easy to get in because that's the basic part. I'm not in cybersecurity, but this is all I know. Might be I'm wrong, but we still need to do some research. But nonetheless, this is what I think ideal or entry-level cybersecurity engineer or analyst would do. Look at logs and figure out what to do with those.
Do you think there's like a perfect cybersecurity thing? So, for example, there's no error. Usually there's no error, right? There's no like red flags in cybersecurity. So it will just go smooth. So what am I doing?
don't understand your question.
Let's say
Well, you
the
actually do a lot of testing. You try to do remediation
penetrating,
testing.
like penetrating
you try
testing?
to penetrate. Yeah, in cybersecurity, you would want to trying to see what are the ways that you can go through. And there's a lot of it is just keeping updated with what's going on around you, right? If you're in the cybersecurity team, you got to make sure you know what are the most current, latest vulnerabilities within the Windows, or if you use the Windows platform, right? Whatever you use, you would want to have that updated. And a lot of it in cybersecurity, I don't know if that gets really involved, or am I going off course, but a lot of it is also just dealing within your software, right? Your organization would have plenty of software that it uses. Yes. Every team uses 10, 15 of their own softwares. Some of them want to, install their own software, and no matter how many times you want to put any of those administrator accesses, they find their way to install it within their virtual desktops, and then you got to deal with it, right? So it's just, I think, yeah, he's right. Sardor's right, and cybersecurity is quite easy to start off with, and then I guess it's really nice opportunity at this point.
Can I share my hacking story?
Cool.
Before you share, including with your hacking story, share your background as well. Just like Shah mentioned his background story, maybe we cut off, we could get back if he's not finished, but you could share that as well.
So my background is business administration. I went to Brooklyn College. I graduated with business administration, bachelor's at business administration. I concentrated on management. And after I graduated, I tried to look for a job. Impossible. So I started my own business, junk removal. That's back on right now. So I'm helping my friends, do their junk removal business. We got customers from Craigslist. So we posted ads every day, $5 to $15. You take a spot, and people used to call every day. They was like, "Oh, I have this. How much will you charge?" "Oh, I have this." We bought a truck, and we used to, carry that. We used to drive around and find, and so far I've been doing that, and then I signed up in a Gen AI course. It taught me Python and AI related things, prompt engineering, and other skill sets, you could say. And that was at the beginning of AI boom. It was at the beginning of AI boom. So everyone was new to it. So I learned it really fast. I know how AI works with their algorithms and stuff, and their transformers and their other things. Yeah, and then I joined another, boot camp, two actually, which was sponsored by CUNY. One was web development, one was application development. I finished both of them, so right now I could develop in React, Angular, and HTML and JavaScript and CSS. I could do all of it. And with the application, I could do Python and Node.js, what else? TypeScript, JavaScript, yeah. And I made a Google extension called Dyslexia. I haven't published it yet because I have to design the posters and stuff. Yeah, I have it right here. I actually have it right here, like this. I haven't released this yet because I have to design posters for it. So yeah, I have been doing that, and I've been reaching out to people, hopefully trying to get any kind of job in maybe fintech or business or anything related, because I don't want a job to be too technical with programming.
What? Go ahead.
So you don't want it to be too technical.
Yeah.
So you don't want it to be more communication? What are we talking about?
More management, you could say. More
management with people.
Work with people. I could do sales too, to be honest. I could sell products to companies. I could sell to clients. I could that's why I'm saying product manager, because product managers, they have the technical expertise, and they have the management expertise also.
Here's a point. So far, you've been looking for a job for a while, right?
Yeah.
If you can't sell yourself, how are you going to sell other people's products?
No, the thing is, nowadays you're just you're right. You're actually right, because at the end of the day, it's just your resume. You know, the 90%, no, not 80% of the communications happens through body language, your word phrasing, your, you know, how you keep your eye contact. It's all that. And like 10% are word and like 10% is tone. So it's really hard to sell yourself.
Where'd you get that?
Me? Where did I get that? From my college classes. I took it from sales. I took it from sales. I took it from marketing. As you know, because how are you going to sell yourself at the end of the day with a resume? Because businesses are not like emotional as you expect. The clients are, but businesses are not. Businesses are usually like, you know, let's see, this guy has 3 years of experience. This guy has nothing. So why would I hire a zero guy a year? Oh, yeah, he might have potential, but like we have to train him. There's a lot of costs in that. So
That's where sales is. If you can't sell it, then
No, but there's different types of sales, though. That's the thing. For example, you have the cold calling. You call people. You're like, oh, hey, my name is John, and I'm from, let's say,
insurance.
No, not insurance, not insurance. I can't sell something I can't believe in. For example, insurance. I don't believe in insurance.
Well, I work in insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me sell your insurance.
Let me do the reintroduction of myself. I'm Shark. I graduated Baruch with computer information systems degree. Completely useless degree within Baruch because they didn't teach you much. It was very, very little. All of the skill sets that I've learned were from the programs that I did on the side. So the first thing is I would recommend going for extracurricular programs. There's plenty of them in New York. Plenty. All of them teach websites,
Agreed.
all the places. They are beautiful. They have great connections. So everything I've gained was from them. One of the biggest is called America on Tech. Absolutely wonderful. They teach you quite a lot.
American Tech?
Yeah.
That's a program?
Yeah, it is a great program. It's for high school students, actually. And it's free. They teach you web
Only?
development, and they have... No, I'm pretty sure they evolved now. When I was there, they did web development. They have a really good connection. We're talking Goldman Sachs, we're talking Google, we're talking Windows. For internships, particularly, they were the place for me. I always gained a lot of internships from them.
What's the name you said? What's
America on Tech.
America.
And it's usually open for people who are high school students. And it's free. They were only in New York, now they evolved to, I believe, LA or something additionally. So extracurricular activities are the spot. So I graduated with that, got a job as a software development, did a little bit of Python, moved on to a low-code platform, and we built applications from there. So then recently I moved on to DevOps team, and now we're trying to implement that within our team.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a guy who wears all types of hats.
That's what to say, I guess. Whatever the wave led me to, right, from one connection to another, and I would say all of the experiences that I had, I have a little bit of, names, so to say, in my resume that I could use to catch people's attention, but all of them were just literally from programs. I don't think I've had one lucky shot where I just applied, not through a program, but like a cold call application submission, and I got accepted. It has never happened.
Yeah, same thing for me. I never got a job through like applying to online. I actually, when I was 18, I was trying to get a job at McDonald's.
And you didn't?
No. I got an interview. I got an interview. There was about like 10 people. 8 people got a job, 2 people didn't. 2 of them was me.
Future, who was it? Jack Ma, who didn't get a job at Burger King. Out of 30 people, 29 got it and 1 didn't.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Sardor, were you able to... So did you have any experiences where you applied and just cold applied and then got an internship or a job? Or has it been through the network and connections?
Interviews, I got plenty. More than 100 interviews, but that's the deal breaker with those who have technical abilities or those who are good with communication. In some cases, I was good in one. Some cases, I was good in the other. But a lot of interviews. But landing a job, well, I was able to this corporate job that I currently work, I didn't get it through directly applying. I got it through a program as well, but I haven't finished my degree because of it. I was planning to finish my degree.
I was pursuing electrical engineer degree, but then COVID happened. I took a break after taking multiple courses, and I was like, damn, I failed. Not one semester, not 2 semesters, same courses, 2 of the same courses, math, high-end math classes, high-end physics, well, not high physics, it's just physics 2. Failed twice, back to back, both semesters, and I was like, let me take another break
Yeah.
before I take it the third time and still fail. Because practice makes perfect, or improvement, which I didn't.
and that's
Don't be saying that, man. Everything else in the future, who knows? America allows you to graduate whenever you want.
True. But I disagree with one point that you said, where you said, oh, I went to school and it taught me nothing. Now, if I go back to school, even before when I was at school, I knew there was a lot of things that I could have done, and I did. Extracurricular activities, you have it within CUNY a lot.
I ran for one of the roles.
Yes, I got it. I ran in Brooklyn as well. I got qualified for the poll, and then when it came to election or letting people vote for you, I missed out on that. I didn't do
Fumbled the
my marketing.
bag.
Yes.
You don't
Okay.
advertise this stuff. You don't
I
go to
didn't-
your classes and be like, "Hey, my name is Sardor. Please vote for me." That's
Look
what
at
I
him.
did.
He's right there.
I
Perfect
did it
example.
like for like all my classes, and
Yeah.
my teacher was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Perfect. So let me clarify myself. The Baruch experience itself was not completely useless, right? The degree, computer information system degree itself, for my experiences, was completely useless.
Okay, let me say this. Do you know or are you familiar with how to build a computer, PC?
No.
You don't? They
No.
haven't taught the basics of,
They probably would have if it was computer science, but I was in computer information
Yeah,
systems.
computer
Are you
information
guys, are you
system.
guys talking about like the hardware?
Yeah, the hardware.
No, actually,
You don't know how
they
to build
didn't
a computer?
have- No. Are they supposed to teach
I
you
know how
that?
to build a computer.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
guess
like
if you want to, you can hop in, but I was never interested in that.
in school, that's like one of the basic things that I think that's what they should teach. I'm
Interesting,
pretty sure
but-
they've taught that.
They must have taught like the basics of what is what. Like, I know the
But
CPU,
you know what
GPU, but I
CPU,
don't.
GPU?
Yeah, I know them, but like I don't. If you were to tell me
Motherboard, RAM.
build a computer, I would need a tutorial.
Damn, I don't.
I still do.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
watch too many Linus Tech Tips.
that's good for you then, right?
So,
Okay.
how about, have they taught data structure? What have they taught with
Yeah.
for your
So
degree?
I'm saying in general, I was expecting. So within the 4 years of being in college, I was expecting coming out of it knowing quite a lot and know a little advanced on things. Right, 4 years is still quite good. And if you want to spend 4 years of your life on something, you would come up knowing quite a lot. And I guess I didn't know the fundamentals that usually if you're going for 4 years, the first 2 years are really just the requirement courses that you take that don't even really relate to your degree.
Yeah.
And afterwards, the rest of the 2 years you spend, at least I spent, running through the genetics of every part within the IT. So we're talking cybersecurity, software, we're talking about hardware. So there's all the fundamentals that I learned. So if the person really was interested in this stuff, the chances are they would have known it. So I've done the programs before these courses, and a lot of the, Python, HTMLs, JavaScripts that they were teaching, I kind of already knew. And it was just the fundamentals that we had to run through. So like I came out knowing a little bit of everything, but not a lot of one thing.
I see. So, I see. They give you general understanding of the whole IT industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's what school is. They teach you the general, just like in middle school, high school, elementary school, they teach you the general. And then if you're interested, you could narrow your learning. Just how towards the end of your PhD, you do your research on specific narrowed field where you
uh, discover something new,
Yeah,
and
that's
then do
true.
your paper on.
Yeah, that's
and then that's how you get your PhD.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Well, yeah, that's true on that end, but I just had different expectations of graduating knowing I know it all, I'm ready for this. Yeah.
Well, another thing, coming back to if there was a will, in a way, if there was a will, there's a way.
Yep.
I don't think there was a will, so there was no way. So,
Can I say something about like the college? For example, even in business, like they will teach you a lot of like what is business is, but they will never teach you how to run a business. Because at the end of the day, it's what you. Because every business is different. For example, what do you call junk removal is different from restaurant, and restaurants are different from like computer stores and like hardware stores. All of it's required different. So what do you call? I think the college just builds the foundation so you could do it. I don't think they will necessarily hold your hand and like lead you. Even with like accounting, I would say, even with accounting, they might like teach you the basics, but they're not gonna like specialize in like specific area and be like, oh yeah, this is this, because every year tax laws change. I think they will give you a tool to like, how to study, how to like, research and stuff to do it, but I don't think necessarily they will teach you the job, because the job you will have to do yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, I want to bring up one quick point, and you guys let me know if you agree with this or not. If I were to say that really the whole point of college is to get great networking structure, where you know a lot of great people who have great potential, a lot of good friends, lifelong friends. Getting that is better than getting a specific degree at a specific place while not having a lot of network, but let's say a lot of skill set and experience.
just to reiterate, you said, is school good because of its network? Something like that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. For example, some jobs, I don't think the learning experience is more valuable than the networking. For example, nurses, doctors.
He's mentioning, is school actually worth it?
Like, of course, because at the end of the day, I would trust a doctor with the degree that's finished and knows what he's doing than a guy who learned from like some guy. Because at the end of the day, even like doctors, they like the research changes, like science changes every day. Like, for example, something might be like thought as cancerous, might be like a cure for some disease. Everything changes. That's the thing about like nowadays. Everything like the education, like college is just a tool that gives you the tool sets for you to continue growing yourself. Basically, if you stop growing, then that means you're stagnating. You're not growing. That means you're going down.
I don't know. I still hold my point. I think if you go to college, you're way better off. You go and make a lot of friends and good connections rather than going and just studying and coming back home.
Oh, no, I completely agree with that. Oh, I thought you were just saying it's better not to go to college.
Oh, no. Absolutely. If you want to, if you can, if you have a portable, absolutely go for it. It doesn't hurt. You go to college, you meet a lot of great people who have great potential, right? Great partners in future. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but would you prefer someone who, like let's say they go to college, they study and they go back home, they do their works and everything's good. They got like 3.8 GPA, but like a guy who didn't go to college, maybe he went to like a 2-year program, community college, but he has amazing network and like he has this almost same skill set. What would you prefer?
Yeah, great network. I would prefer that because they're better off. If I want to work with that person, I know that the other person is actually great to work with. Good people, right? And the other person we don't really know, right? So I was always that kid when I went to college. When I started college, I said, hey, I do not care about GPA at this point. I just care about getting the college experience. I just want to make sure that I graduate and I just make good friends around, right? So the whole 4 years, I just focused on making sure that I wouldn't fail any of my courses. But just really had a lot of fun just going out and just meeting different people, doing different things.
Yeah, I think a lot of people make the mistake of like, they just go to school and come back.
Yeah, absolutely. I
think
think
they
that's
make
the
the-
worst thing you can do. You're going
Worst
for it.
thing,
And
yes, I agree, I agree.
Absolutely. It's huge.
they-
If you go to college, absolutely meet people. Don't go home. Stay in school.
Because high school, I was like
It
that.
happens. It's fun.
High school, I was like that. I used to just go home, go study, and go back home and just play with my friends in the streets. That's it.
Don't be in the streets. Be in college.
But like, college is different because I joined the Islamic association. Like it like brought up my eye, it made me like more religious, more.
I'm not sure about you, Shah, but
Muin, I've met Muin and mutual friends
Wedding?
network. Yeah, wedding. And then I was like, yeah, I'm planning to go back into school, trying to go back, not because of school, but to network. And he's like, yeah, I'm into those. There's a program that's going on, or there's an event that's going on, Uzbek's event. And he shared the link. I went, and since then, I've known this guy. But overall, yeah, he is out there. You name it, he's out there.
I tried to.
While I was in school, my first 2 years, there was no any Uzbek programs or Uzbek clubs from neither of the colleges. But once I left, so I was like, okay, I'll be one of the Uzbek people that I could start something. But I didn't. I left. When I came back after a couple of years, there was like a lot of Uzbek clubs in almost 3, 4, maybe 5 universities in New York. Yeah, interesting.
Quick point. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Moin.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I met Sardor because of Moin.
Yes.
Huh?
And I think you should thank Awaz for that then. Because Awaz was the originally one who joined the Uzbek Society, and then he was like, he invited me to the, the cookout or the picnic, and I went
Sure,
there.
let's give credit to Awaz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the one who invited me. I was like, okay.
Oh, so you weren't. So you weren't
No,
really into extracurricular.
No, I was fully into it, but I just didn't know there was Uzbek Society. Like, there was apparently a club, like, it was my last year. There was a club, they recently launched it, so I had no idea. I even had no idea, like, they even launched it. So I was just going to, like, I was going to Islamic events. I was going to history. I'm a business major, but I love history, so I was just chilling.
Really? I didn't know that.
I'm a big history guy.
I'm a history guy as well.
Well, let me give the mic to him then.
No, it's okay. We'll continue this later.
I'm a big history guy, so I was going to like the history events. Like they were doing like Jeopardy, they was doing this. So I was just going there, like just chilling with everyone. I made like, the thing is, you could say I kind of made the wrong connections, because I was connecting with history people, and those people are just becoming teachers, and I'm not trying to become a teacher. I think I should have stick with more business and more like Toastmaster. The thing is, I went to those organizations. The thing is, I saw it. I'm like, okay, I already know this, so I don't want to like be part of it. Like they were teaching me how to speak. It was amazing. Like those are nice guys, but like I already know how to speak. I already know like how to give a speech. I already know how to like, run a business. You could say. So I didn't really like stick around that much.
I disagree with that.
Or no, I was actually the leader of an entrepreneurial club. Club. So like we did events with like a bunch of entrepreneurs and stuff. It was sponsored by Blackstone. We gave seed money for people who were starting their businesses. It was like a scholarship, about $500. Yeah, and then we ran competitions, and I did a couple business ideas, and none of them made it to my final. I think one of it got 4th place, and one of our friend got 2nd or 3rd place, and another guy, he was from Baruch. The program manager who I was working for, he said the first place guy he won the $10,000 award because of what he called canvases that have allergies for like sustainable. His business idea was like canvases that has allergies for for sustainability.
Do you understand?
No.
Exactly.
Okay.
He won the competition. And my friend had a business for like, youth mentorship and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you guys have any funny stories from high school or college? Any funny stories from high school or college?
Funny?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a lot of funny stuff. I stole skeletons from like the basement of my college and brought it to the history department. And then,
Good for you, right?
and then what else I did? I did a lot of things with soccer. So I used to sneak around places, scaring people.
Yeah. Okay.
High school, what was oh man. High school, I used to get in a lot of fights about soccer.
Okay.
They were like, pass the ball. I'm like, I am passing the ball, it's just not going to you.
Okay. Nice.
And what else? Okay, let me tell you about my hacking story.
Let's hear it.
So, back in 2012 or 2013, so Facebook was like big on games back then, right? It was like big on games, like you played games. It was like flash games. So the game I was planning was like something about dragons. Like it was not Dragon City, it was some kind of dragon thing. Basically, I don't know if you guys know Cheat Engine.
Yep.
You modified the RAM. So what I did is I found out the key for the spawner, and then I changed the price from like whatever like $1 million price to 0, and I could change the dragon's ID. I figured it out. Within a couple days, I was the ranked #1 in that game.
Nice.
I broke the game. They never banned me. They did nothing.
Okay.
I'm surprised I was the only one who figured it out. And I was just, messing around, changing the speed, going back, and doing random stuff. And I was like, whoa, what's this? And I found out the code for the price, and I found the code for the IDs of the dragons. So I got the mythical dragons, and the limit was 50 dragons, right? So I had 200 dragons.
Right. So you were the gaming hacker.
Gaming hacker.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Okay. How about you, Sardor? Any funny stories?
Funny stories.
No, not so much. Not that I recall.
Okay. So now I can go over it, but I guess I can tell you a little bit of my story was particularly about when we were applying to colleges. So junior year in high school, everybody's rushing, nobody knows what to do, where to apply, everybody's all around going to counselors and stuff. And our high school actually offered free applications for all the colleges. So you could apply to 15, 20, you don't pay a penny. Yeah,
Free,
absolutely
yeah.
for free.
Ways.
Oh, she
8 was the limit.
should have been to my high school.
8 was the limit.
Yeah.
I
and
too had the same
So
thing.
it just let me apply, and I was like, okay, let me apply. And at that point in time, we didn't have no chat GPT or anything, so we had to write the essays manually. We would write them up and send them. So I applied to Columbia, Harvard, everything.
Oh.
And then I was like, let it be, I'll apply. And then all of a sudden, Harvard calls me. They're like, hey, we're
For the
calling you
interview,
for the interview. I'm like, what the hell?
Who is this?
At that point of time, I've rarely ever had any interview moments. I've never done interviews.
Me too.
Now Harvard's calling me in and they're like, yo, come to Manhattan, we'll do an interview at this place. I'm like, say less? Okay, let's do it. So I went ahead and did it, and so they asked me quite a few questions and this and that, and then the last thing she said, is there anything that you would like Harvard to know that you haven't said before? And I didn't even know that you had to come up and be prepared with questions. I just thought you answer, and that's it, it's done. And I just sit there, I'm like, and I had to come up with something. I could say no, and I said, I just want to make sure Harvard knows that I've changed. I just want to make sure that I've changed. And I said that, she's like, okay. Is there anything else? I was like, no, that's it. That's it. And then we gave a good handshake, and I've never seen her again.
Yeah, no, I applied to Harvard. The thing was, for the essay, I wrote a rap song. I was like,
you got creative. That's pretty nice.
I was like, let me be creative. Let me do something unique. Or else I had my SAT was terrible. It was 960. I had no chance. I had no chance. I was like, let me do something funny and let me do something creative. Yeah. And from my high school, for my sex ed class,
Yeah.
I wrote a rap song.
For sex ed.
Sex ed. I
Damn.
talked about diseases, about sexual transmitted diseases. And my crush was in that class.
Ah, that must have been the reason why you wrote the rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Good point. Let's talk about that. What is the craziest thing you've done for your crush?
I don't think this is not.
Is this like fully entertainment?
Okay, yeah, we're going off course. Right.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
just
go
gonna
back.
let
Let's
you
go.
guys
Let's go
know
back.
the library's gonna close like in 3 minutes, so I just want.
For real? With
Yeah.
that shit. Okay.
I think we should like
It closes at 8.
no, but the rooms.
But the room
7:30. Is that
ends
right?
at 30. Yes, we
Yeah.
got 3 minutes.
But I also want to print something for tomorrow. That's the thing.
Okay, no problem.
I have to print my resume for tomorrow.
Oh, what's going on?
Me and him are going to a career fair.
Nice.
I need to bring down my resume then.
Then we should probably end it right now, right?
Yeah, let's end it. Let's cut it.
Alright,
off.
guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, we'll see you probably next time. We'll do it every 2 weeks. He wants to do every 1 week. I'm thinking 2 weeks.
1 week. The more we do it, the better, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. The more, the better we get, right? The more we do it, the better we get.
This guy understands it now. I don't know. I don't think you should be a salesperson.
Yeah, yo, this is, you know,
These people is all
absolutely.
about
Yeah,
Alright.
good stuff.
this. Yeah.
Not bad.